Scott Davis here, who thinks
Slam.
he's funny like everyone else here. Yes, Jimbo was better than Willie Taggart. I have said that countless times before. Jimbo was a much better coach than Willie Taggart. Jimbo was also somebody who had his team built around great assistants that helped build that dynasty in the greatest college football team in 2013. Once the assistants started leaving, you start to see a downhill slide. That's just the facts. But Jimbo Fisher, yes, was a much better coach than Willie Taggart.
Jason, what was your opinion of Jimbo Fisher, let's say, at the end of 2016?
I was happy that Florida State was able to bounce back, because I will admit that after that North Carolina game, I was really concerned. After that North Carolina game, we were coming down here to play a Miami team, who was at the time looked a lot better than us on paper at that moment. We still had Clemson left to play. We still had Florida, which looked a lot more decent than the Florida team that we played that year. So my question was, what was going to happen? I thought that was going to be the start of the really downhill slide. But to be able to win those last 5 games, be able to beat Michigan in the Orange Bowl, I was very content that things were going well. That being said, you can see the writing on the wall. And we've talked about this for years now. The writing on the wall starts in 2015 against Georgia Tech. That's a game that Florida State should have never lost. On paper, Florida State should have never lost to Houston in the Peach Bowl. Houston was a good team, but on paper, Florida State was a much better team. That's where you can start to see Florida State going from a team that was a national championship caliber team every single season to a team that, let's just be honest, by 2016, they were a third-place team in the ACC Atlantic. Do I blame that all on Jimbo? No, absolutely not. But you can start to see, what does it go back to? Coaches like Mark Stoops, coaches on the offensive side of the ball, James Coley, who were all about recruiting South Florida, recruiting the state of Florida. When they left, you saw what happened. It was the same thing that happened under Bobby Bowden. And sorry, Logan, I'm going to defame Bobby Bowden a little bit here on this one. In the 2000s, Bobby Bowden started to make Florida State more of a national program when it came to recruiting, instead of focusing on getting the best players in the state of Florida. And you start to see what happened. So that's why that would be my one fault with Jimbo at that point.